Good afternoon, this is Eric Guth from Freshly Squeezed. I am here in the snowy Midwest doing a setup and comparison of a Zummo C840C versus a Zumex Speed Tank Pro machine. I'd like to do a comparison before we start doing the juicing from the top down, which is we have a very large 44-pound hopper on the C840C, as you can see, and on the Zumex machine you have a hopper which is about twice as small. It is about 22-pound hopper. If we go further down, you see that the squeezing mechanisms on the Zumex machine are static. They are not adjustable on the Zummo machine. Inside of the squeezing areas down there, you have balls very similar to on the Zumex machine, except for they can be pushed up or down to increase or decrease the amount of pressure you want to put on the product depending on the size of the product. On the Zumex machine, you have the squeezing mechanism blade and the actual pressing occurring in the very center of the machine, which allows spray to be covering all the way up to 6 to 7 fruits that are going through the machine at once, with peels being pushed down into the peel bucket area, thus allowing integration and contamination from exterior peel oils, pesticides, anything inorganic which is on that orange, getting into the juice and killing the juice shelf life. On the Zummo C840C, you only have one fruit that will actually be cut at once inside of the squeezing mechanism and being pushed into halves and being pressed down at the very bottom of the squeezing area, not allowing for very much spray or any at all, as well as only allowing for one fruit to be in that squeezing chamber at once, not allowing other fruits to be sitting which have yet to be squeezed, or any future fruits that have already been squeezed to be interacting with the orange or the other piece of fruit that's going through it. The Zummo C840C also has additional squeezing kits, which can get to be large as well as super large, getting all the way up to 4-inch diameter fruit, whereas the Zumex machine only has one other option to get larger and slightly smaller than the ones that they have now. Moving further down, you see that the Zummo machine has a self-cleaning filter, another major advantage of it, rotating the product, any type of pulp, right into the trash here, and going down into the buckets, trash buckets. The juice tank itself is 2 gallons versus the Zumex machine's 1.35 gallons. The Zummo machine is automatically programmable. You can have it on constant regime, which is a C there, if you can see that, as well as switching it to, on the selector, between 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can go all the way backwards to 50. So between 1 and 50 you can set the machine for. Inside of the podium itself, you have 2 13.2 gallon trash buckets which you can put liners in order to collect the peels, allowing you to run this machine for up to 5 cases of product at once. Whereas on the Zumex machine, as you will see, you only have 1 garbage bucket, which isn't even the height of the podium, and is much more narrow and at an angle, probably allowing approximately 13.2 gallons would be my guess. Now have 100 oranges from a 100-count box of Valencia oranges. As you can see, the hopper is half full on the Zummo machine, and it is completely flowing over the top on the Zumex machine. The Zummo machine is still pounding away while John is hanging out here waiting for his pulp tray to start to go down. You can see how dirty the Zumex shield is from all the spray that's going on and getting on the every single piece of fruit that's in that machine right now, which is 1, 2 being cut, 3, 4, 5 pieces of fruit, and usually there's one standing on the side, making it 6. The juice tank and filter area for the Zumex machine is filling up with pulp. Now it has to be turned off because it's filled up to the point where the manager who's overseeing it is afraid it's going to overflow. Here you can see the coloration of the juice, a nice orange color, and that is more of like a grayish orange color. And we can take the lids off and take a look at them as well. This is our Zummo juice, and this is our Zumex juice. There is unquestionably a difference.
Is there like chunks of seeds and stuff floating over there too?
This should be between 6 and 7. If these are actually cold fruits. If they were warm fruits, you'd have 7 quarts of juice sitting in here with 100% for sure. And as you can see on the Zumex machine, this is only 1.35 gallons, and it's probably about 3/4 of the way filled up. So you probably have about 1.5 or 1.4 gallons in it. We have more of an oily juice coming out of the Zumex machine. And I would think John has the same opinion. Same opinion. Thanks, guys. We're all of the opinion the Zummo machine had a less oily juice, more of a real juice taste. Thank you, guys.
The Zumex tastes like orange peel.
I'm going to get that on record again. I'm sorry, what did you say?
The Zumex tastes like orange peel.
Got it. Thank you.